What's up, friends? It is almost Bruticus time, but first and foremost, we have to pay respects to our guy Blastoff. He hasn't had his own video yet, and first, I just wanted to show you his alt mode, just kind of give you a sneak peek. He is super panely, probably the most panely of the bunch, but still doesn't take away from the fact that he is a beautiful shuttle. Arm mode is pretty nice too. Bot mode is probably where he shines the most, but really great aesthetics and engineering overall. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a sneak peek of this beautiful, interestingly colored space shuttle. It's also really odd in that there are a bunch of military vehicles, and yet, why do they have a NASA space shuttle? You know what I mean? That always kind of stuck out to me. I couldn't really reconcile that. Anyway, let me show you his arm mode. We can get into the bot and the rest of the video, okay? All right, so here is the arm mode. Pretty nice, right? Really, really nice. And I know you don't see the connection port over here because the way it connects is this has to dislodge and it'll create this channel, this cavity, allowing you to slide in the arm, and then you can kind of re-lock it in place. And so it's pretty ingenious, like this bit over here. It's very, very smart in terms of how they did it. There are some hollow bits that you will see if you were to stare at it straight on. This just plops on directly. It doesn't hook into anything, although I wish it did. Some of the areas are a little bit hard to close up, like this bit over here. I needed some soft nose, soft teeth kind of to bring these together and lock them in place, just because it's really hard to tab in without ruining the rest of the sculpt. And so just be mindful of that. But everything else, man, yeah, man, it's really, really nice. The articulation, the elbow joint is actually right above the hip and not at this section. And so just be mindful of that. You don't want to break your toy, obviously. A very expensive and a very nice toy. But it's very cool. It's very cool. And so pretty much that's been the hand. Hello. So let's get into the bot mode and the rest of the engineering, and that'll be the video. So hang tight and stick with me as long as you can, okay? I'd appreciate it. All right, and so here we have him in his bot mode, and I know, straight goat factory right here, right? All of them. And by the way, I've been hanging around you guys too much because I was talking to my wife and I told her, yo, straight goated. She was like, what? And I was like, never mind. Really quick, I wanted to introduce you to all the bots because in the next video, I'm going to have them in their limb modes and we're just going to combine them, or at least in their vehicle mode. So one more time, just because this set is incredible. It's absolutely incredible, I'll just be super honest. I'm not the biggest fan of Magic Square at their legend scale. But in this masterpiece version of Bruticus, I mean, man, they pulled out all the stops, really. This is such a beautiful character. Looks just like his G1 namesake. It's like they just popped right out of the screen. And by the way, if my voice sounds a little froggy, I think I'm coming down with something, and so you'll have to forgive me for that. Oh, and also if the audio sounds different, is I got a new mic. I'm trying different settings, and so you might hear some like audio fidelity differences from the intro of the video, right? Here we have the latest guy, or excuse me, the latest right before him, and this is Mr. Vortex over here. He's done extremely well. I love the changes that they were able to do with the additional real estate. He's a great looking bot. Again, also G1 namesake, looks just like the figure, or excuse me, looks just like the line art in the cartoon. Sorry, it's been a long day at work as well, so I deserve this video because I've been wanting to play with toys all day, dude. I deserve this video. But yeah, dude, here we go, Mr. Onslaught. Great, right? I mean, I know he looks plain, but that's how he's supposed to look, just beautiful, just flat deco and details everywhere. Again, also exactly like his anime self, so to speak. This is really cool, by the way. If you've never seen Bruticus transform, there's a bunch of stuff just hiding in there. It's not just chilling there for the sake of chilling there. And so I'm excited to show you and reintroduce you guys all again when we do the limb modes and stuff and combine them into Bruticus. Then we got Mr. Brawl. If you have a Korean friend, ask them what brawl means. Brawl, ask them what that means. They'll laugh. But anyway, yeah, brawl. Good looking bot as well. Also, he has some changes. I forget exactly because it's been a while since I was about to interview him, since I reviewed him. There's something different that they did about the legs, but I don't recall. But also very beautiful, and you can see how he looks next to his anime self. And finally, we have the birthday boy, Mr. Blastoff. Wow. Some folks contend that purple piece is the eye, that he's kind of like Shockwave, but I don't think that's the case. I think it's just these hollow sunken recesses that aren't painted that would look really nice if they were painted, but at the same time, he also kind of looks like he got a headband on, like some sweat headband from doing like aerobics or I don't know, something else. But yeah, also beautiful bot. Looks just like his anime self, not in the same pose, obviously, but nonetheless looks very, very good, man. Tons of detail on him. Articulation-wise, he has all the stuff that you would expect from a masterpiece figure. He has swing downs over here on his legs as well. Man, I really am losing my voice right now. Need to get something to drink. Maybe later. He has spring ratchets sprinkled throughout. Man, I couldn't say that. And it's not too tough to move the joints through, but it does hold the poses and stuff. So they got it like just right. The tolerances and the pressure and things like that. The way this cleans up is really cool. This hole in the front of the toe kind of bothers me a little bit. Like, I don't know, man, something about it like triggering. But yeah, as I mentioned in the shorts, like if you've seen all the shorts that I filmed for this guy, he is super duper panely. And I want to say that he's my least favorite from the squad, but dude, he's such a pretty looking bot, man. The pink, this kind of brown, it's almost like dookie brown, with this gray. I don't know, man. It works out really, really well. It does, you know, almost like how yellow complements purple. It's a play on that. And and the brown on the back is done beautifully too, you know. So much articulation. I love the fact that he can do this, a look up and like a fly mode because he's like a fly guy. Hey, he's a fly guy. But yeah, lots of little tabs and things like that throughout. Otherwise, this thing would just completely fall apart. Just he just has a lot of tabs. He just has a lot of tabs. But boy, he's a good looking bot. Really, really, really good looking bot, man. I mean, generally, these toys that I get, I kind of do a catch and release, meaning I get them and then I just kind of sell them afterward or I give them away. But I don't know, man. This one I really gotta like. I don't know. The reason I do that is just they just take up space. And TF Safari is always hooking me up with new stuff, so I'm never at a loss for toys. I just don't have the space, and so yeah, that's why we do giveaways and stuff like that too. But anyway, yo, let me get some water really quick, and then we can get into the transformation. And I'll show you the shuttle mode first, and then we'll get him into the arm, huh? All right, I got my water, but it's not really helping, and so I think it's something within. And so I'll just be honest with you guys. I think I know where I got it. So last Friday, I went to go have pizza. It's one of those pizza buffet joints, but I really go because they got all-you-can-eat salad, dude. And I don't really see too many all-you-can-eat salad joints around there. And while I was there, yo, my man, there was one dude who was savagely coughing like into the salad area, even though they had the tray. And he was like coughing and using the tongs to grab the pizza and stuff. And I was like, I bet you I'm gonna get sick from this dude. And I did my best to be, what's the word, like sanitary? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I try to be clean about everything, but my man wasn't helping, dude. He was just like all over the place. And I was like, dude, I bet you I almost cursed. Caught myself. Nice job, brain. I was like, I'm probably going to get sick. And I think, yeah, that's what's happening right now. And I have been kind of like achy and stuff. And I thought it was just because I was getting old. But anyway, so what we're going to do over here is this ultimately needs to flatten up, right? And it's really kind of unique the way they did this. It's quite genius, actually. So you're going to be pulling these things out. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Before I do all of that, you got to hide this fist. So you're going to open this up. Hey. All right. You're going to open this up and then you're going to open this up. And after that, you're going to flip this back. You can keep the thumb out like this. It does have a wrist backwards. And so just be a little bit gentle when you're kind of flipping this over. And don't grab the fingers. You can see how spindly they are. I mean, the plastic is durable, but nonetheless, it's unnecessary force that they're not meant for. And then you can bring that up like that. And then before you close this up, you're going to dig out this little mushroom-looking thing. There we go. And we're just going to close that up. And what's going to happen over here is just think that this is going to be aligned over here. And but you're not going to push it all the way in because you got to do stuff with the head as well. So you got to think this needs to flatten down, right? And so what they've done is let this kind of guide you. You see there's a slot over here and there's a tab over there, right? And if you just think of how like physics works, you're going to want this to be able to bend into this like so, how it's doing right now. So you'll be able to insert it. Oh wait, no, okay, like that. I was talking a big game. So because you're gonna need to close this up like that. And so as you hold this there, you're gonna spin this around like so. And now using that joint, you can bring that in and it tabs in like that. That's just really, really smart, man. Like when I watched the tutorial video from, oh man, what's his name, dude? It's like Optimus something. Like I think that guy's employed by Magic Square because he puts out all of their videos, dude, and they're really, really good. Optimus something. But anyway, but the first time I saw him doing the transformation, I was just kind of like, yo, this is so unnecessary. It's so over-engineered, so to speak. And then after experiencing for myself, I'm like, yo, that was smart. That's really smart. Dude, I can't remember his name. It's Optimus. You guys ever see Reservoir Dogs? And at the beginning, the old dude, Joe, he's having this moment where like, Toby Wong or Toby Chong. He's trying to remember this gal's last name. I'm having that moment right now. But that's okay. So once again, just let this kind of guide you. And you can see here that screw side up, screw side down. There you go. That's a good way to do it. And then bring this all around. Wait a minute. There we go. Then have this tab in here. There you go. And now it's not just going to close up like that. Watch what happens with the head. It's crazy, dude. Really, really just smart stuff. I enjoy the engineering immensely. There's only one part that I don't like on this toy, and that's like when you need to bring your force together to tab it together, to tab the legs together, there's a tendency for it to come untabbed and stuff, but you'll get used to it. And then so you're going to bring this down, and you'll bring, maybe you don't need to bring this down right now. No, I think you do, because you got to unlock the arms. Hold up. Spudger time. Don't know why this is not opening. Oh, okay, that's why. So you're gonna open this all up. You're going to bring this back. You will bring this out. Sorry, my brain was processing a bunch of stuff at once and I was about to short out. You're gonna spin this. Oh wait, no, there you go. Then you got to do it like that. Otherwise, you're going to have collision issues when you're unfolding this stuff. And then from here, you can dig these out. And then this, you can slide back, and then you can see that's the top. Oh, I forgot to do this part. How is it done? Okay. You're going to pull this part out. This is a faux tail because you can see the shuttle tail is in here. You're going to untab this. You're going to spin it to the side so that you get clearance over here. Spin it, and then basically spin it back like that. Just reverse the orientation. And then you can close this all up, or not yet. This part over here, you're going to dig out. And you're going to dig out one more time, and if you press this down, you will release the landing gear. And so you want to do that. And it's pretty cool how this all like locks everything into place. So for the head, what I'm going to do is bring this down. I think that's how it goes. And then, oh, yeah, and then you're going to close that back up, which is cool. I like the way the head hides like that. Just some really, really great stuff. And honestly, I'm able to appreciate this so much more at Masterpiece scale than the Legends version. Okay, there is an order of operations over here, so I just want to make sure that I'm cognizant of it. Oh, excuse me. I hope this was all in the shot, because I haven't been looking at the... Oh, man. Now I'm paranoid. I'm wondering if any of this was in the shot. Hold on for a second. I got to check. Okay, it looks like everything was in the shot. One thing I was going to say is I noticed that actually I couldn't get the head to go in, and so I found out that the tail fin that I had, It was pointing like this. I had to bend it like that, and so totally on me, but I don't want to redo this right now. So just know that I had it's supposed to be perpendicular versus parallel. Okay, and then we close that up. That's nice and satisfying, isn't it? Man, I really wish I didn't sound like this, and I'm kind of getting a headache right now too. Whatever. We'll power through this, my friends. Already though, look at that, dude. Really, really cool. Really cool. So this side over here, you're gonna bring this down for a second because this all needs to just kind of open up. You need to kind of bring that out. Then you can lift this piece up. And you see there's everything just kind of like exploding on you. And so you can just start fishing stuff out. I'm sure there is a very specific order on how to do this, but just start fishing stuff out. Yeah, just get all the stuff out. There's one more bit here, and there's more. There's more. And then you'll open up this bit. You'll open up that bit. And on this side, and this side I will definitely do off camera. Huh? Oh. So you gotta separate this. And that will allow you to unfold this bit. I know, right? I'm surprised that I remember all of this. I mean, I've done it probably like 6, 7 times, you know, so I'm getting used to it. I did that for my niece. That was for you. Oh, I almost said her name. I told her I wouldn't say her name. But yeah, she watches every now and then. So get a load of this. This part over here, you open it up. I've just been doing this stuff without just talking, without narrating anything. I'm just, because I'm so lost in the process right now. But you've been seeing everything that I'm just folding out, right? And there's one more bit that has to fold out. This folds out in 2 sequences. You have to get clearance, so you have to fold that out first. While it's bent like that, then you can fold out this piece. All right, all right. That's going to fold up like that. And that's going to fold up like that. Okay, so now this piece over here will click into place. And after that, you can bring this down, and there's a little tab mechanism that's going to tab into this knee there. And you'll keep this like this. And you'll bring this down, and this will also tab in to this knee. Later on, where I find difficulty is this tab, tabbing that into here, because you're pressing in on all of this. You know what I mean? That's kind of my chief complaint in relation to transforming this thing. And then now that you've done that, you can bring this over. But at this point, before you bring this all in, you can bring this in. So now you see there's a variety of tabs over here. And oh, there's one thing that I forgot to do, and I forgot to do this on Vortex as well. The knee. You have to make sure that the knee is pushed back. Okay, I guess I did it. See, this is forward, that's back. You have to make sure that it's oriented like that. Otherwise, these tabs aren't going to work. You have the dovetail tabs right over here. And then you have the tabs on the side of the legs there. So I try to do the legs first. And if it doesn't go in perfectly for you and you're just kind of like fishing around in the dark blindly, try adjusting the placement of the knee. Like this is, okay, I got it. And then you get that in there. You want to make sure, for the love of God, that this does not come untabbed. This will tab into the bottom over here. This will all close up. This will tab in and lock that in place, but not yet. You want to bring this in, and that will tab in against the knee there. Now, once you've done that, you can close this up. You can see it came untabbed. And I lost this one too. This is the most difficult one right over here, because you're just fishing around blindly, or at least I am. Maybe I need to. Oh, I see. Or not, dude. What the heck? Okay, I think I got it now. I hope that was on camera. You can bring this in. You can tab that there. This is all tabbed there. This is going to be the last piece, by the way, so you can keep that out of the way. And this is kind of a burn too later on. All right. Now you're going to bring this in. And then you see the dovetail tabs over there, so you got to push this one in. You see what I mean? You're pressing this way, and you want to press the opposite way to tab these things in. They should have made it where it came in from the top. Like, I don't know. I'm not an engineer, but that's how I feel like this might be improved. And this part doesn't always just like to stay in, but this is like the best you're going to get. Let me do the other side, and then we will finish up the shuttle mode. Okay. All right, so I finished the other side, as you can see, and this is where the sadness happens. Well, first of all, getting this into this shape, to stay in this shape, was very difficult. Getting this, like, I'm afraid that it's going to explode on me if I press it the wrong way, because see, you can see all these tabs are kind of coming undone now. And it's not as simple as just closing this, because this has to stay tapped into the leg, which it's no longer. Or is it? No, it's not. I can feel that it's not, and it's kind of bulging out, and it is bothering me some. Okay, I got it in. Oh. Okay. Now that's all in there. Sorry if that was off camera. But this is what I'm talking about. All this stuff wants to come undone. If it's not just right, then you got to get this to sit on top of those dovetail tabs. It has to sink down. Okay, hooray. But you can see this part, especially that part right there. It's just really difficult to, well, anyway, believe me. And then this part is not tabbed in either. These two pieces have to come together, but when I try to squeeze it, this thing comes apart. Maybe I could. Okay, I got it. Nice, nice, nice. I would rather have not done it like that, but I think this is going to be as good as we're going to get. And here we have him in his shuttle mode. And we talked about him earlier in the preview. It's a very, very beautiful shuttle. The colors are all crazy, like it's a patchwork job, you know what I mean? Like NASA went shopping at like the flea market or something, and they just bought random bits. And still, it's a mystery to me as to why there is a NASA space shuttle as part of the Combaticon team. All the other guys I get, but nah, this one's, yeah. Anyway, that's why I actually like the Combiner Wars take on Vortex, where Blastoff, where he was just another jet, where he was, I think that just makes like so much more sense. Anyway, cool. Beautiful bot and beautiful alt mode. And now we can take him into his arm mode. Yeah, we'll do the arm mode right now. Okay, so the arm mode involves you just undoing all the beautiful work that you just did. And then kind of redoing it to some extent. But now you can do this with a little bit more freedom, because you don't have to worry about everything just kind of collapsing in on itself. You may even have to kind of pry this open a little bit. But this top part still. Ow. Ow. This will come untabbed, and what's going to happen is you're going to close this up. because you're going to get this to sit down over here. And whenever you encounter an issue like this, just bring this guy out and like turn him. And that way you can get the clearance. Then you can push him back over there. This will remain as is. This will fold up. So we'll close this up first, bend it, fold that second one, and then fold this down. This is going to convert. Maybe I should have done that first. You're going to bring this. Yeah, definitely should have done that first. Anyway, it's okay. You're going to bring this out. You're going to spin that all around. And then for this part, wait. Let me undo this so I get a little more freedom. Why am I whispering? Okay, just kind of get this out of the way. Because I'm trying to remember, I think this just goes like that. And then it closes up. And this, I think, does close up. And this just remains in here like that. Then this will all close up again, and it will hide in the shin. You can bring that down. You can bring that up. We'll close this. We will bring this down. You do not want this to collapse downward how it was in robot mode. You want to keep this open like that. And that will be like that. Hey, we may have done it actually. Let me just make sure everything's tabbed in properly. Oh, this is not. My bad, dude. That was totally off camera, wasn't it? I'll do this leg again, or maybe I won't. That's how it's supposed to look. Like so. You want to see it one more time? No, I'll save you this trouble. Let me do it off camera. All right, cool. Second side done. And I think I did it right. I think I did it right. And you just close this up. I've been actually getting soft plastic pliers to push this part closed because this is hard to get to come together. There's a little metal bar there. I got a little bit. But yeah, you see this whole thing wants to come apart while you're pressing it together, and not a huge fan of that design. You know, I feel like the legs are supposed to compress or something. Because I don't think you're supposed to see this gap over here. Okay, hold on. Let me check it out really quick. Yeah, I did have it wrong. I knew it. It's supposed to be like this. And so to make that work, I mean, it's not difficult. Just open up this bit. You just open up this bit. And oh, by the way, I also flipped down this tiny piece over here, which will hold the legs together. So yeah, just know that. And there's one more piece that I'll tell you about later, but let's do this part first. You want to make sure that this will tab in to the inside of the leg. Okay, great. Make sure that this part is straight. Then you can bring this up and have everything kind of close in. But because there's also a tab mechanism. I think I have to bring the knee forward. There we go. And make sure to tab all of this in. And then from there, yeah, this is not a great design. I don't like it. But anyway, just know that this is all supposed to close together. It will connect from that side. And so this is the other piece I was going to tell you about. You see that right there? This is a little locking mechanism. If you open this up over here, you can actually get to this and you will lock it in place, and that'll make sure that the arm doesn't go like that. But for the purposes of this video, we don't really need that. So this is the elbow joint, and so don't try to bend it here. That's just a single point of rotation. What you're going to do is you're going to lift it from here, this area. So you can just do that. Then after that, we can plug in the hand. It's secure enough, but I wish it was a little bit more secure. So it squeezes there, and you know what? Because I don't have this together perfectly, it may not. Okay, I think I got it. But there you go. That's the arm mode. Oh man, I'm really losing my voice right now. So I wanted to do the Bruticus video tomorrow after this, but I don't know, depending on how I feel, I may need to take a breather because I'm not feeling that great right now. Boom. Nice, right? Nice. And as I showed you before, wow, just like about to chuck this full football style, you know what I mean? Like, oh. But yeah, so he has articulation there, articulation here, this elbow over here. The way he connects his shoulders, this is actually going to lift off, and then you're going to slide it down, and it will lock it back in place. So it's here or somewhere, but it's pretty smart. Yeah, it might be over here. Very, very intelligently done. I just need to figure out a better way to squeeze this all together and remove the gaps. But nonetheless, it's still a good-looking arm. Like, this is what I'm talking about. If I had my soft pliers next to me, I would push these together and it would stick, but I don't. Anyway, I've babbled long enough. Thank you for hanging out, for watching the shuttle mode, the arm mode, the bot mode, engineering, and just allowing me to hang out and just decompress after work. Thank you so much. For me, for Blastoff and the rest of the Combaticon gang, I'll talk to y'all soon when we form Bruticus. Cool? Bye.